Ta-da!
It comes very well packaged. Hey, welcome back, guys. So today I'm going to do a Sissy Bar install. I have a Sissy Bar and a pad on my motorcycle already. It's the one that came with the motorcycle when I bought it, and I'm just looking for a few more capabilities. If you can tell from capturing it in the picture, this is a lower backrest, and I really want something that I can put a duffel bag on. I'm not saying it's the perfect solution, but for me, I think it'll work fine. All right, so what am I installing today? Today, I'm going to install this right here. Ta-da! It comes very well packaged. This is a Vikings from the Viking Bags website. It's their Sissy Bar, and it has a fold-down trunk. Now, I'm sure you've seen it. If you've looked at Viking at all, I'm sure you've seen it. It comes for multiple models. And when I got this, I was like, man, that's nice. So it's got this bag here, this nice cloth bag to prevent any scratching. There are no peanuts or anything like that that you have to get rid of in your box. So all you got to do is get rid of the cardboard. Also, it comes with the installation hardware. It says made in Pakistan right there. Sorry guys, I know it's a Harley and everything's supposed to be made in the US, right? But let's get real. So I didn't get a pad for this. I'll get that at a later time. What I really got this for was so that I could load a large duffel bag to it and maybe take a day or two trip or whatever like that. So to do this project, first I got to take that backrest off. I have to take the backrest off because the seat will not come off without moving this pad. It gets in the way. Oh. You got a little thumb screw down here to hold the back of the seat. I'm sure we've all dealt with that before. It's just a nice little piece that I actually got this from Teaming. Works fine. For like 95 cents or something. Works great. Okay, so we got the seat off now. So I've got to take these bolts out and these bolts out, and then it says to clean up the fender a little bit. The one thing I don't necessarily like about this, well, we'll have to take this off, but one thing I don't necessarily like about this is that this piece that comes from Viking Bags goes over the top of the chrome. That's not an ideal situation, and I didn't look close enough at the website when I saw it. I would prefer it mount underneath, but it doesn't. So I'm going to have saddlebags on top of it, so you really shouldn't see it too much. So let's take those off. Oh man. Kind of tight. Which I suppose it should be since it's holding your butt in place. bolt back there is sliding. You can tell the directions are not very good there. I don't know if you can see all those, but they are very simple, very basic. Take the nuts out, put the nuts back in kind of thing. No schematics really. This is not very helpful. So, however, it does show that it goes on top, but it's not very helpful. Okay, so I have the strut covers back on. I have my turn indicator, my rear turn indicators screwed back in somewhat. They're not tightened down, but they're secure back in. And I have this sitting on top with a screwdriver lining up the holes. So I'm going to come over here on this other side and use some blue Loctite, and I'm going to start putting everything back together. Ooh. It is, as you can see, it is the blue thread locker. Get that all off my hands. Okay. But as you can see, that is not much holding your fender on there. And that's all that's holding it on, is that one little nut. It doesn't screw through anything else, so. I'm going to just put this on the last couple threads. That smear around. Okay, I think that's probably more than enough as I get it all over my counter. Okay. Got these little spacers here. Again, it's kind of intuitive because it's not in the directions, but this is going to go in between your strut and the sissy bar. I'm going to reach back there and put this nut on there. Again, on the rear side of the fender strut, this is what holds it onto the fender. And washer in between. Not in the instructions, but that's what I'm guessing. The instructions do not really cover this very well. That should be screwing in yet, but so we haven't got this piece in there yet. Okay, so now we got sissy bar on, we got it all tightened down and everything. Now we just got to reassemble. And for me, what that means is we're going to put our bags back on. These came from Temu, and they work fine. They work perfectly fine. Actually, they're pretty good. It is not real leather, but they seem to be holding up pretty well. Of course, I keep my vehicle in a garage. I keep my bike in the garage, so that might be a little bit of it. But I mean, they've been holding their shape. They're about 3 months old, so I'll have to let you know in about a year. The problem with my old leather ones, they were bought them at Atwood's when I first started riding this bike, and they would open up in the middle and they would just droop open. So that was not an ideal situation because it let water in and it just didn't look right. But I bought these, they were pretty cheap. Like I said on Temu, I mean, come on, I would like to have some $500 real leather saddlebags that are going to last for 30 years. But, you know, it's a Sportster, guys. It's not, you know, brand new cruiser, so, or touring model. You know, I'm not going out and spending 45 grand, anything like that on a motorcycle. Never going to happen. Even if I was a millionaire, it wouldn't happen. So, yeah, so put those back on. Put the seat back on. Okay, so that's a bit of a challenge there. But it happens. It happened. Make sure yeah, it's connected. That was a little hard to, with this right here. It was a little bit difficult to get it around without scuffing the finish on this trunk right here. But if it didn't have that, it wouldn't be any issue. So keep that in mind. I believe this is like the original Badlands seat for the Sportster. I'm not exactly sure on that. If you know, put it down in the comments. It is comfy though, and I have ridden 2-up plenty on this. Put my thumb screw back in. And that's all she wrote. So I will give you guys a real-time review of this Sissy Bar. Like I said, the one I had before, it was just a lower back, and I wanted something I could put a duffel bag, something like that could actually be strapped in here. Sat here that I could lean on or pull this trunk down and sit on this trunk. But I wanted it to be secure on this, and that lower Sissy Bar just wasn't going to give it enough security in my mind. So I'll keep you up to date on how well that works, what the finish is like, and if it goes bad pretty quick and all that. Hopefully it's not going to. So, but that's it. We've just installed the Sissy Bar, and we didn't go to a dealer to get it done. That's cool. I mean, that's pretty cool if you ask me. I'm no mechanic. If you get anything out of this installation, like, subscribe, and ring that bell notification so that every time I publish a video, you'll be one of the first people to see it. And until next time, guys, keep your swerve tight, get out and ride.